Hey everybody, it's Carol with Refunction Crafts, and today I'm going to bring you a project where we're going to be altering this box here. It's a round 8-inch box that my friend Rhonda had sent me. She had sent me a package a little while back, and in that she had put this box, and I think there was some stuff inside of it for me to use for my crafting. And I've been trying to figure out what I wanted to do with it. It was purple and it had a rose thing in the center of it, but when I started thinking about it, I decided I wanted to go, because originally I was just going to leave it the way it was. But I love this image so much that I wanted to go ahead and add this image to the top, and the way that I wanted to do it, I wanted to have a white box as my background. So I decided to paint the box white. Surprise, surprise. Anyway, so this is what we're going to be altering, and I've got some really pretty bits and pieces out here to use on it. I've got some flowers and bling, and I've got some trim and some lace and other goodies. I've got this trim that I got from Debbie over at Kiki Sale, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to be using lots of pretty stuff in this. I also took out some rhinestone chain. Don't know if I'm going to use it or not, but I took it out just in case. I wanted to try and have as much stuff here as I could, because I just wanted to be a little bit prepared. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to go ahead and read from my one of my little prayer cards here, and I'm trying to figure out which one. Okay, I like this one. So we're going to read this one today. I've got red paint on my fingers and stuff. I was painting something. Just wait until you see what I'm going to be doing. It's now, you know, the color's going to be red, but it's going to be super cool, I think. I'm taking a risk on this next project that I'm going to do. Okay, so whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. And on the other side it says, and this is awesome because it pertains to so much in everybody's lives. It says, if God brings you to it, he will bring you through it. And I can't tell you how often I hear this quote. And it's so true. And he's brought me through lots and lots of trials in life. And you know what? He's brought me right through every single one of them. So I am blessed and I'm thankful for that. And then I found this thing. I wouldn't really call it, it's not a quote, but I found it pretty interesting when I started reading it. And you'll see what I mean as I start going through it. The first line of this says, hate has 4 letters, so does love. And that's the line that is the biggest in this. So that's how it starts out. Hate has 4 letters, so does love. Enemies has 7 letters, so does friends. Lying has 5 letters, so does truth. Negative has 8, so does positive. Under has 5, so does, wait, where am I? I lost my place here. Under has 5, so does above. Cry has 3 letters, so does joy. Anger has 5 letters, so does happy. Right has 5 letters, so does wrong. Hurt has 4 letters, so does heal. It means life is like a double-edged sword. So transform every negative side into an aura of positivity. We should choose the better side of life. Wow. I just thought this was so amazing. And here's what I'm going to do. At the end of this video, I am going to go ahead and post this so that everybody can read it or reread it if you want. But the other thing I'm going to do is I'm also going to post this one on my my Refunction Crafts Facebook page. And that way, if you guys want to get a hold of it, you can share it or you can print it or whatever you want to do. I thought that was incredibly powerful. And it is something that resonates in my mind. And, you know, we all go through these life trials and things. There is so much negativity in the world right now that we're being exposed to. And maybe, just maybe, if we all start just trying to think about the positive, maybe we can, you know, change some of this just awful stuff that's happening in the world. I certainly hope so. I pray every day that for change and for, you know, sort of an awakening of everyone to realize what's going on and what we each need to do to change. You know, if we can't change the world, we can change what's going on in our own lives and with the people around us, and hopefully, you know, it's contagious and everybody will catch on at some point and realize that, you know, we've all got to put a stop to all this craziness and get things moving in the right direction. So that's it for my rant. I loved that. I thought it was very powerful, and I will post it at the end of the video, and I will also post it on my Facebook page, so you guys will have access to it. So let's go ahead. We're going to start altering this box. I'm going to first open up my Mod Podge here, and I'm going to Mod Podge this image onto the top. And I think I'm going to try and leave it sitting there in the center because I don't want to get it off center. And I'm just going to start brushing my Mod Podge underneath it on this side, and then I'll move to the other side. I just want to keep this in exactly this spot. And let me get to this side very quickly. Let me just put my lid on this, and I'm going to shut you guys off for just a second while I wash out my brush real quick. Okay. And this image I printed on cardstock paper, and I'm finding that when I use my cardstock, I end up with 0 wrinkles on my images, and I like that. Oh, what did I do? I got something on it there. Darn it. I had some pencil mark on my finger, I think. That's okay. I will be able to get that off of there. So I'm not going to worry. I'm going to just move on. That's what happens when you get the glue on your hand and it wants to pick up other stuff. I love this image, and what inspired me to do this one on a bigger box is this is the one that I've already done, and this is just a small tin. I had been given some tins about this size from my friend Robin, who sent me a care package, a Happy Mail, and I realized I had some tins. These had the windows in them, but I wanted to make this image bigger. I didn't want to just put it into this window. And these tins, some of them had these little liners in them. Let me pop this out and I'll show you guys. And I thought, how cool is that? To be able to leave these liners on the inside of the ones that had them. It's just like a, it's like a flocked piece on in the center, so it's that velvety flocked liner, and it pops right in the box, just like that. And I thought that's a really nice thing if somebody wanted to give a Christmas gift in this or something. They've got that lining in there to put like a necklace or a bracelet or a set of earrings and bracelet or something. So I thought that would be good to sell it with that liner on the inside. But this one just turned out so gorgeous. You can see I added stickles in some places to enhance her jewelry and her dress, and this spot on her glove here where she's got this beautiful piece here. So I just think she turned out absolutely gorgeous, and so I wanted to do that on a bigger scale, on a bigger box, and so that's why I decided to do this one today. So it's odd, I did get a couple of spots that wanted to pop up on this one, so I'm just pressing those down. I do have my little scraper, and I think I'm going to use this to kind of go over it just a little bit to make sure I do get any bubbles out, because I really want this to turn out nicely. And there, all out. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is, I think what I want to do is I'm going to put this trim around the image that's on the top. I really like this trim, and it has like a rose pattern in between these little blue scallops that are on it. So I thought this would be really pretty to use as the trim around her image. So that's what we're going to do. First things first, making sure I put it down on the right side. I think I'm going to start at the top here, and I'm just using my hot glue to do this. Doing a small section at a time, because we all know that when you put hot glue on a box like this, it sets very quickly. So I'm just going to do a couple of inches at a time. And I think I told you guys this is an 8-inch box. And so I made this image to be about 6 inches around. And I'm trying to do this so that I get it on as straight as I can. If you can go straight on a circle, you guys know what I mean though. I want to get it to look as round as I can, I guess would have been a better word. And what I was trying to do is I wanted to use this image because I was able to make it big enough that I could round it off. It was actually a square shape, but I knew that because of its size, I was able to print it big. I could make it round. So that's what I did. Okay, I wanted this to meet at the top because I know this stuff kind of tends to want to fray just a little bit. And I wanted to make sure that wherever this was going to be, that it was an area where I was probably going to add flowers over the top, so I won't have a problem, you know, with the frayed part getting worse at any point in time, because it will be covered with flowers. So I figured that was going to be perfect. And I'm trying to see, no, that's not big enough. I was wondering if I was going to have enough of this to go around the outside, because here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add this lace, and it's just it's a lace with ribbon in it. I am going to add that around the top, outside of the top. And I thought that would have been pretty if I could have, and I can't because it's not long enough, if I could have added this at the top of it. But I will either have to just stick with this and leave it like that, or find something else to go around that edge. I just don't know if I have anything. I want to keep it in the color family that we've got going on right here. So I'm not going to put that lace on yet. And then I'm also going to be adding this, which is absolutely stunning and gorgeous. And that actually looks pretty around the edge too, but it's a little bit too big for that lid, and it's not going to work on the side down here. I was thinking I had enough room to put it along the side here, but it's way too wide. So I will probably use a little piece of this somewhere on the front, just because I love it so much, and I think it would add to the look of the image. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, I also have some gold sequin that I could take and put around the outside of that lace too. I don't know how it'll look, but it might actually look nice with that lace. So, because you know they used a lot of sequins back in the day, so anyway, we'll see. I do have this pretty piece. Now, I love this little scalloped bit right here on this image, but I also like adding, you know, laces kind of on the edges of these a little bit. I could just add some on this side, but the thing is I've got that one little section of white right there. Maybe I can just find something to kind of, well, I don't, but if I use this, now I'm going to cover up that other pretty scalloped looking bit. But I was planning on using some light blues and adding a sprinkling of dark blue into this. I like to mix my blues. I don't like to put all one shade. So a big part of me wants to add a piece of this applique somewhere in here, but I'm thinking it might really be pretty or best used if I kind of take it across like that and then add some of my flowers sort of over that, kind of like that, and then it's just kind of sticking out like that. I think that looks really nice. So I think that may be what I'm going to do. That actually looks quite pretty. And I had this little teeny piece of my my pretty lace that I got from my friend Sherry, and I am thinking I want to have that popping out somewhere. I don't know where yet, but that's probably going to for sure go in there. Of course, I've got these flowers too that I can add in there to add a little bit more flavor to it. So I'm not sure if I'm going to use those or not, though. Those are just kind of there just in case. They could also go at the tips like that, or they could kind of go at the top. That actually looks really pretty just like that, with a couple of those sort of in the top bit of the flowers, because I do like to build my flowers out somewhat when I do this. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm just gonna go for it, you guys. I really like the way that's looking. I don't particularly want this to go off the edge too much, so I'm gonna try and get it right up to the edge on this side, and it's just gonna come over just a tad on the other side. I love, love, love this applique, and I love this just almost cobalt blue. So I really, really wanted to use this in this. And the sequins also, I love the fact that they used to wear a lot of sequins back in the 20s. And this look just is mystifying to me. Women back then were so beautiful, and they dressed so beautifully and just took care of themselves so well and had such style. Back in the 20s, my mother, I've got pictures of my mother in around the late 30s, early 40s, and she also, oh my goodness, did my mother dress beautifully. I've got some of the most gorgeous pictures of Mom, all dressed in her, you know how they used to wear the pencil skirts and the suit jacket, and her hair was up in a really puffed up do on the top, and oh my goodness, she was so beautiful. She was beautiful up until the day she was gone, but oh my goodness, back in her day, she was a beauty. Okay, I'm going to start with this flower. I'm going to put a good amount of glue on there. Just realized I almost had it pushed too close to her face. Just like that. That's where I want it. Okay. And next, the other big blue flower. I think this box is just going to be stunning. I'm pretty sure. I have this vision of what it's going to look like when it's done, and I was so excited this morning to put this together. I couldn't wait. And I had to start painting my other piece that I was telling you about that I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to be using, just a hint, I'm going to be using a shoe, but not just any ordinary shoe. And it's a shoe that's never been worn, so that's a good thing too. But it is a shoe. It's a real shoe. And it is, I'm just super excited. It was something that was given to me because somebody said, well, you know, I'm just wondering, do you think there's anything you could do with this? And I saw them and I went, you know, at the time I was thinking, that's a pretty crazy shoe. And let me tell you, it's a crazy shoe. But I took it. It was actually my stepdaughter that gave it to me. And she used to be, it's a stiletto type shoe. And she used to be really, really, really into wearing stilettos. And so she had bought these shoes and never wore them. Well, she's got these teeny tiny feet. Literally, they're a size, I think they're a size 4.5 shoe. And mind you, my stepdaughter is 35 years old. Actually, she's turning 36 this month. And yeah, she wears a size 4.5 shoe. Teeny tiny feet. She's a teeny tiny girl. She's just adorable. Yeah, so she gave me this shoe and said, well, you do whatever you want. You can either sell these in your store or do whatever you want to do with them, because I'm not going to wear them and I don't want them to go to waste. So I gladly took them off her hands and decided that I would at some point find something that I could do with them. I'm going to save that flower aside for now. I'd really like to use it in something. This is one of the ones that I got from my friend Sherry, and she sent me, I think these were from Sherry, or were these from Gail? Oh gosh, I'm getting confused now, you guys. I don't remember, but I love these flowers. It might have even been Debbie over at Kiki's. I don't remember. Somebody's going to set me straight, though. So whoever sent these to me, would you please set me straight and let me know who it was so that I can acknowledge you? Because I hate when I do that. I hate when I forget who I'm supposed to be acknowledging for giving me something amazing. And I think I'm going to go like that right there with this one. And it's already time for more glue in my glue gun. So let me put you guys on hold for just a minute. I gotta grab something. Okay, so next thing I want to do is, let's see. There will be no pink going into this one today. Rest assured, there will be no pink. I do have some laces over here, though. I'm thinking I might like to use a piece of. I'm trying to find what I'm looking for here. But of course, I'm running across a lot of the pink ones and not the one that I'm actually looking for. I have this lace here. I want to definitely put a bow because I enjoy adding bows to my pieces. So we're going to add a bow. And I think that's going to be about right. I'm going to cut it right there. And then I'm going to take a piece of this that's left over and just tie around my loops here. Try and get it centered. Let's see. There. There's that piece. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. I was trying to find the fourth little tail. I couldn't find it. Okay. So that'll work. I'm going to go ahead and knot that now. I just wanted to make sure I had it in the right spot there before I tied a knot in it. Okay. Okay, so I think these here are the two longer ones, and I just want to cut those at the right angle and even them out. And then this one I need to even out as well. One side's a little bit longer than the other. There. Okay, so that's our bow that we're going to be using somewhere on here. Okay, I think first though what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my lace around the lid. So that's going to be this ribboned lace. And I'm going to start at the top or the back side. And I'm going to put it right along the top edge here. I'm using this time because I'm trying to decide what bling pieces I want to use to add in here. I need to add something back here too to this edge because I want those flowers and whatever is on the top there to extend all the way over to the edge of the box. So we'll see here how this is gonna look. I think it's gonna be gorgeous. Oh my goodness, you guys. I'm gonna take a break and I'm gonna show you something beautiful. Look what my husband just brought in. Look, look, look. It's so beautiful. This is a cedar box this one is for me. This was his trial box. So you can see I had him put blessed on the front of it. And he just now oiled this up. So you might see a couple of little spots here where the oil hasn't soaked in all the way yet. But I asked him to bring it in to me so I could show you guys. That's the inside. And this is about a, what? How many inches is this? No, this way.
Oh, it's a 4x8.
Oh, it's a 4x8 box. So I can get a lot of stuff in here, and it's about 1 inch deep. So isn't that gorgeous? And there's the back side. But I'm going to put the lid back on and show you guys again. Look at that. It's so beautiful. I chose this font because I thought it would be really pretty. And I wasn't kidding. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So he carved this in with his CNC machine and made the box on his CNC machine. So he did all the hollowing out and everything is on his machine. And then he did the design on the outside of the box. You can kind of see, how can I show you that? Right there. How it's kind of scalloped. And that goes all the way around the box with that scallop. Isn't that gorgeous, you guys? So this is my box. But just a preview, we're going to be getting some of these in the shop. He's out there working on these today, and I'm sure he will be for the next few days. And so I will be getting these in the shop. So be on the lookout if you go over there, if you're looking for a special gift for somebody. Oh my gosh, these are awesome. So be on the lookout. This is, the first one is always mine. In most cases, it's almost always going to be mine. So this is definitely mine. And that way, this is kind of his trial piece. Any mistakes that there may be, you know, little things here or there, those are mine. And I still get to enjoy the box. And I don't even know the mistakes are there. So but if he sees certain mistakes, he's got to stop and move on, and he doesn't want me to sell anything that's got that stuff in it. So anyway, so be on the lookout in the shop for those things. There will be possibly some that are a little bit different from that one. You know, just depends on what he decides he wants to do at the time. Thank you.
Welcome. I think I'm done.
Okay.
Glue some up. That's easy.
Okay, so that's that. I'm almost around to the back side of the box here, so we will take a look at this once I get this glued all the way around. And while I'm thinking about it, if you guys wouldn't mind, anytime during the video, you could do it right now, and that would be awesome. If you would go back down into the description area, or actually the video content information area, and give this video a thumbs up if you're enjoying it. I'm really trying hard to get my channel to grow, and one of the things that I do need from you guys, if you don't mind, is reaction to my videos, because that's what gets my videos put in front of more viewers, and it helps me to grow my channel. And I'm really working hard at that right now. I'm trying to get it grown, and the best way to do that is to have, you know, reactions to my videos and comments and all that good stuff. So I would so greatly appreciate it if you guys would go in and give this video a thumbs up to help me out. I would really appreciate that. I'm just cutting off some other flowers because I'm trying to see what I need to put in back behind these, and I'm thinking maybe if I go with this lighter blue, it might look nice with the other flowers. I'm also looking for some of my bright blue flowers in case this doesn't work out. I've also got that flower I could throw in there. I'll hold on to that. I don't think I have many more of these other blue flowers left. I've got one more of these, and I've got one more of these. So it looks like this box is going to get the last of my bright blue flowers. And that's okay, because let's see. Maybe I should add these. These actually don't look bad. They kind of add a little bit of a contrast. And if I take this one and maybe put this one, I need to cut this tip. This came off of a larger one that I had purchased a package of flowers from Michael's a little while back, and this was part of a stem of flowers. I can flatten that on the back side a little bit. And then if I put that there, and maybe one more of these. I just don't want to overkill either. So, and that I don't care for there. I feel like if I add that, I've added one too many of those flowers. So I am going to put this one here, right in that hole. And I'm trying to get it just to come up to the edge. I don't want them hanging way over the edge either. but I definitely feel like I have to fill in these couple of holes. That's just me, you guys. I don't like to have a bunch of holes that are opened up and with nothing there. And actually this spot is maybe where my bow needs to go. It probably should actually go right. Oh no, that's covering her face. We can't have that. It's got to go back. Okay, here's the other thing. The other thing that I do have here that I almost forgot about is I do have a peacock feather, and I really, really want to add that in here because that was a popular thing back in this time period. And if I can get it to slip in here, I think it would be a really nice addition to the box. I wish I hadn't put that flower down already. I'm just going to lift it up a little bit, because if I'm going to put this in, I want it to go in at a certain angle. I've got this one, and I've also got this one that's a little bit bigger. And I actually added these extra curled bits to this one after the fact, because this was one that when you bought it, it was cut across the feathers right here at the top, and I didn't want that. I wanted the curled pieces. I just think this one's just too big. Unless maybe if I take the feather and kind of have it... Oh, I wished I'd have thought of this sooner. That is not good. Or maybe that one's just too big. I can't go with that one. But maybe we could have this one sort of on this side. I need to curl. So this is how you curl peacock feathers. You just take these feathers and you grab them with your scissors like you would curling ribbon, and you curl them just like that. Same way. It's the same process. And they really do come out really pretty. You get some pretty curls in them. Sometimes they don't want to cooperate real well, like those two at the bottom there. I'm just wondering if I could maybe take that and put a jewel, or maybe even that flower over here. I'm getting closer. Getting closer to having it the way I want it. Let's see. Let's see. That looks really pretty. But it still feels like there's like something missing. Maybe something like that. This is kind of what I've got. That does mean that I do have to get these other flowers in here. I could have added white flowers. I do have white flowers, but I really didn't want to go with adding a lot of white in here because I kind of felt like maybe I would be taking away from it, but maybe that's what I should be doing since there's so much white in this box to begin with. Maybe that's what I should have been doing all along. I mean, not with everything, but in these blank spots instead of those blue flowers. Let's yank that and yank that one. Oh, I hate when I have to do this. There. Okay, so we've got a clean slate now. A little bit of glue right there, but that's okay because the flower's going to cover that up. I'm going to cut these off and see if this is actually the way I want to go. I want to say I had a couple of white flowers in my box over here as well that might have been a little smaller, but I'm not positive. So sorry that you guys have to listen to me rustle around in my flowers here. There's one. And that's a little bit smaller one. And then I've got these two bigger ones. Ah, this is so hard, you guys. They actually look really pretty in there. I don't mind those white ones at all. These were just bothering me. And I think it's because these are not as nice. Those light blue ones are not as nice a flower. These are ones that I get from Kiki's sale. And they're always great flowers, and they stand up to the test of time, and they're sturdy, and they're just always gorgeous. So I do prefer using these over like those light blue ones I was putting in there. And since I want this box to be special, I need to make sure that I do this the right way. I do also have some of my tiny white flowers that maybe I might put one or two coming off of these. I've got these ribbon flowers that are really nice. They're a little different, but I'm afraid sticking these in there is going for a whole different look that I'm really not looking for. So I don't think that would be a wise decision. I'm really having trouble with wanting to put that there. What I wish I had is oh my goodness. And then maybe I could take and put that right there. That way it's small and big, and I think that actually looks really, really nice. And then maybe I can take just one of these and pop it in there as well. Okay, and then I think I'm going to go one there and one there. Nope, maybe not. Nope, I think that's all I'm going to do is that right there, and I'll put these on these sections here. So I've made up my mind, you guys. We're all set. And then I am going to add a little bit of bling to this section of flowers as well. But I don't think we're going to add the peacock feather. I think we're going to leave that out. Okay, let me get my E6000 out here. I wanted to get that on there, and I used my E6000 on that because I do want it to stay and not go anywhere. So now I'm just going to add these flowers. Just like that. That way we've got at least one of these and one of these on this side to kind of even out the two sides. We're going to add this one here. There or there. I think I might cut off one of these little tiny white ones. They're just a little bit smaller. And they're a little more white. These are more like an ivory white, and these are white. And I think I'll put this little white one. Let's see. I really kind of like these right there. And maybe I'll put the little white one over here. Yeah. Okay. And this piece here is sort of in two parts. I had to kind of fix it to get it on there. And I think what I'm going to do is I might just add another piece sort of at the top of this. Like right there. To kind of bring it all together the way it should be. Because once this is stuck down, it's stuck down with E6000, it's not going anywhere. Okay, so there's that. And then I didn't use this one. This one actually looks really pretty right there. I'm going to add this right there at the bottom because I had every intention of using this flower in this project because I love it. Sorry about the clip clop and pitter patter of little doggy feet. My puppy came into the craft room to lay down. She wants to hang with me. And I don't know now. Let's see. Maybe the bow would be nice right there at this end. I think it would, actually. It looks nice like that. Let me make sure that stays down. And then I'm gonna get my bow down. Sorry, you guys, I'm just trying to figure out which way this needs to go. Okay, it needs to go this way. All right, I had it right. All right, and I'm just going to tuck that in there. I'm going to make the executive decision and tuck it in there. Get it stuck down real well, and I'm going to separate my loops. And then put one little piece of bling right there. I don't know which one. That's a little big. That one's kind of pretty. That's the right color blue. That looks really nice. I think we're going to go with this one. Boy, this one's really a zinger, you guys. I've got a lot of really cool stuff in this piece. I had this out. I was like, okay, do I want to use this? But we're not going to go with that. I'm not going to over bling. Let me cover up my E6000 here. And the only other thing I have left to do now is stickles. So I'm going to add some of my stickles to this. Make sure I grab a bottle that has plenty in it so I'm not fighting it. So I'm just going to take and sparkle up the jewelry. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here. I think you can. And we need some right there. And on these bits and pieces, there's going to be some blue stickles going in them too, because they have blue and silver in them. And these are feathers that are in her hair. And they look so gorgeous. And let's see. Now to get her dress jewelry. I love the way they wore these beaded back pieces. Oh my goodness, they were beautiful. I remember back when I was in elementary school, I was in a school play. Can't remember what play it was for the life of me, but it was based on the Roaring Twenties, and they casted me as just one of the little dancers, the little flapper dancers. I cannot tell you guys how excited I was to get up on that stage and dance the Charleston in that play. It was the best, one of the best experiences I ever had in elementary school. It was so fun. And then I thought after that, of course, I was going to be an actress someday. But yeah, we did the Charleston. So I never forgot how to do the Charleston after that. Super duper fun. Okay, so I think that's all for the silver. Now we're going to get this pretty blue stickles in there. This blue just doesn't come out as easy as some of the other ones do. I don't know why. It comes out in like little clumps, and that bothers me. And we need some blue right there. Got it there. And each of these has blue in the center. And then I'm going to put some blue around here. Hopefully I'm not sticking my head in the camera like I have done other times. Oh my goodness. Sometimes I just don't pay attention very well. And then we're going to add some blue into these feather bits as well. Okay, now just to finish out the dress, we're gonna line the sleeves. Okay, I think that part is done. And I think we've got our box done. I don't think I'm going to add a single other thing to it because I think it's perfect just the way it is. So that's our round box. There's the lid. I don't want to open it because I've got the stickles on it and I don't know. I don't want to mess it up. But it does open easily. So there's your box. There's your lid. I just wanted to show you guys that it does open up. It does work. And there we go. We have a beautiful, beautiful gift box or jewelry box, whatever you want to use it for, trinkets, little items on your dresser, but what a beautiful bedroom piece this is. It would really make a nice accent to the top of your dresser. But I think one of the things I have noticed by working on some of these recently, there's a lot of people that are really into this era right now. I'm going to add these in here. I just remembered I had taken these out. People are into this era and all of the Art Deco stuff that goes along with it. And I, for one, am starting to really, really love it myself. I'm noticing I'm really, really drawn to the Art Deco, the flapper ladies, and just anything from this era. Even some of the furniture pieces and things that you used to see coming out of this era were just gorgeous. So it seems to be a really popular thing right now, even among some of the younger people. So anyway, that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching my video today. If you liked this video, please hit the like button. And if you're not already a subscriber, I would greatly appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. So hit that subscriber button and the notification bell so that you'll get notified when I do future videos. And also make a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are about this video. If you really liked it, if you'd like to see something else similar to this. I've got a bunch of other things going on. I have another little tin that I'm working on here that I started. I haven't finished it because I had a creative block on that one. So I'm all blocked on that. So anyway, so if you do that for me, hit that like button, make a comment. You'll help get me into a better algorithm so that YouTube will put me in front of other subscribers, or possible subscribers, I should say, and I can grow my channel. So I'm basically setting my goal to 7,000 right now, and I'm almost at 6,600. So that makes it, I've got probably about 450 left to go, maybe a couple more than that, to get to my 7,000 mark. So I'd appreciate if you guys help me get to that number. I would greatly appreciate it. Everybody take care. God bless. Be safe. Be well. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot. Stay tuned for pictures at the back. Bye-bye.